Hi everybody, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. This is your Monday motivation message with Tarot and Oracle. I'm just going to check in and see what the collective energy is all about, if there's any messages to help inspire us and empower us to move forward. We know we're in Libra season now, of course, with Libra season starting on Saturday. And this is all about bringing balance back into our lives, bringing that sort of reciprocity, the equal give and take, divine justice. But we want things to be fair. We want things to be balanced on a soul level, because the sun is in Libra. And at the time of me recording this, just checking in on the astrology, the moon is in Aquarius. So that's also air energy. There is movement to this. But with Aquarius and the moon being there, there is this kind of feeling within potentially of our connections with others. And certainly for the UK collective, change has been needed with regards to connections with others. We know that Venus is also trying to get us to invest in places and people that bring us joy, and certainly this is under the microscope at the moment. But in terms of our feelings about connections with others, there is a square from the moon in Aquarius across to Jupiter in Taurus, and Jupiter is currently in retrograde. So that's offering that expansive energy, but on an introspective level, because it's a retrograde. So inner growth, inner expansion. It's our chance to reflect on where do we want to grow, where do we want to expand. And this is in alignment with our worth and values, Taurus energy. So with the moon in Aquarius being square to Jupiter in Taurus, that brings a bit of a challenging energy. So of course, how we feel about connecting with others may be challenging with that square energy, our inner growth and expansion. And what I mean by that, to give an example, is that potentially if we're wanting to connect with other people, maybe this is challenging our inner growth because we're having to step out of our comfort zone to accept those connections or to take a leap into those connections, whatever it might be, whilst retaining the individuality that Aquarius also calls for. So we want to be unique. We want to be seen as being unique individuals in our own right, but we also want to connect with others, and we may feel called to do so, but it could be challenging that inner growth because we might have to just put some boundaries down or step out of our comfort zone. It's all enabling that growth though within us. So just to point that out as well, first and foremost, I'm going to jump into the cards now. Okay, we have got a full moon coming up on Friday, certainly for us in the UK, Friday the 29th, and that will be a full moon in Aries. Aries is all about the self. So this is in terms of what we need to release that's not in alignment with our self, our warrior self, our sovereignty. I will be doing an astrology report over on my Goddess of Neptune YouTube channel for that. So look out for that one. That will come out in the next couple of days or so. But without further ado, let's jump into the cards. Okay, so using the Universal Weight deck, okay, messages from the pure white light for the collective. And remember, collective is vast. It's not going to resonate for everybody, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It may not resonate at all, and that's absolutely fine. It's not going to resonate for everybody. Let's see what the energies are giving us today. Okay, what does the collective need to know, please? Monday, 25th of September. Okay, could be waiting for something with the Three of Wands. Let's see what else we've got. Came out on its side, waiting for the wheel to turn. This is about destined moments, so I may clarify that. That's very interesting. That one's poking out. Yeah, Four of Swords, that's kind of when we need to rest and recuperate for that reflection kind of inside. But this is almost saying there's been enough of that. We know the answers within. Okay. What else do we need to know, please? What else do we need to know? Thank you. This is about a major cycle, okay? On the bottom, King of Pentacles. This is the hidden energy. The Sun. Wow. King of Swords. Okay, a couple of different messages coming through. This is the hidden energy. So we've got a major arcana card, the Sun, which is the happiest card of the deck. And in between, two kings here, air sign, earth sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to relate to people that are air signs and earth signs. It could be people that embody that energy. It could simply be saying that there is a message here about your sovereignty. And the happiness lies within, from when we can apply logic and wisdom, but when we also know our worth and we are loyal and true to ourselves. That's on the hidden energy. And because we've got two big major arcanas that have come out in the main spread, the Wheel of Fortune and the World, this is about, remember that came out on its side, this is about wanting the wheel to turn, maybe not really knowing which direction it's going, because it was a bit indecisive when it flipped out, but needing to close out a cycle. The World is the last major arcana card. So that one ends and the Fool begins it again. So it's taking that leap. But there is something about waiting for something here. So maybe with those two coming up, this is about waiting for the clarity to come in, but the clarity that you've actually already got because you've done that introspection. Remember, we had Virgo season. That was all about introspection in terms of what have we got to clean up? What have we got to get in order in our lives? The wheel wants to turn in our favor. And both of these carry fixed energy because they represent the fixed signs. Okay, so that's Leo, Aquarius, Taurus and Scorpio, both of these cards. So quite synchronistic that they've both come out, but that one's in reverse, that one was on its side. Indecisive about which way we might be going and needing to close out a cycle, but perhaps some resistance to it. This is where this comes into play. So our happiness, what brings us that Venus energy, if you like, but what makes our soul so uplifted and so happy and joyous, is about knowing our worth and applying logic and clear communication as well as wisdom to get what we want to get. Okay? And it represents stability as well with the Pentacles energy. Let's clarify. Okay, let's use the Lightseers Tarot deck. Let's just see why the wheel was on its side. Why was the Wheel of Fortune on its side for the collective, please? This is about needing to close something out in order to birth something new. A very clear message here. This is walking away from what's not serving you in order to birth something new. There is massive creative potential here. This is Major Arcana, it's Empress energy. And I was just talking about Venus earlier on. So this is about, you know, Venus in Taurus energy, because this represents Taurus. And this is about birthing something new. What do you want to manifest for your life? It's creation. It's divine feminine energy, but it's creation. Well, we need to walk away from what's not serving us to make space for the new. And that's probably why it's like that. And that's probably why this is like this, because a cycle needs to close out. That's this bit here. Cycle needs to close out, an ending, walking away from something, even if it's pain from the past that you're still holding on to. Okay, simply letting that go to create something new. It frees up the energetic space. But the wheel doesn't know which way to turn, because at the moment there's the two kind of sides to it. Yeah, so once you've walked away from what's not serving you, closed out that cycle because you've got that wisdom within, there is that power then within you to create whatever you want to manifest, and the wheel can then turn in your favor. And because it's fixed energy, I'm just drawn to potential stubbornness. It could be to do with that. It could be to do with fear. Okay, take what resonates. But then there is waiting for something. Well, if you're waiting for your fortune to change, the Wheel of Fortune is here, but was on its side because a cycle needs to close out. Full moon coming up, perfect for releasing. It could illuminate a lot as well, but it's all about releasing. Work with the lunar energy to release, even if it's negative thoughts, even if it's pain from the past, from a situation in the past, from a connection in the past that you thought you've dealt with, but you keep getting reminders about. Set the intention to release because you want to open up to new, beautiful, divine blessings and opportunities, and then allow that energy, the lunar energy, to work with you in that releasing, to close out a cycle. You know, and this does require, it's part of the healing journey with the star on the bottom as well. That's Aquarius energy. So it's interesting that the moon is currently in Aquarius, as I was saying. Let's see what the wisdom of the oracle has. Let's get a supporting message from the wisdom of the oracle for the collective. Thank you. Okay. On the bottom, hidden energy, community, and underneath that, Treasure Island in reverse. Okay. Now, what we've got that came out, there were 3. That's about manifestation in itself as a number. We've got No Place Like Home. We've got Co-Create. And we've got imagine, oh, in reverse, but that actually flipped over like that. So there is something about this blue sky thinking about what you want to manifest for your reality. What can you imagine to be your reality? And dream it into being. This is about co-creation with the universe, about what it is you want. You want to feel like you're at home somewhere. You want to feel comfortable. So any step out of a comfort zone might feel a bit weird, might feel a bit strange. And that could be why there's a bit of resistance to allowing the cycle to turn, close out, the wheel to turn. And this is about understanding where you can feel like home. And that could be, because here we have, it's sort of it's kind of, there we go, look, it's on a hook, so it's elevated, it's not fixed to the ground. So I'm just feeling from that, you know, and it could be literally about house move, but I don't feel it's necessarily about that. This is about where your kind of home is for you, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel comfortable, and recognizing that that can be anywhere that you dream it to be, because this is not fixed to the ground. Community is very important, who we're connecting with at this time, absolutely. And understanding, you know, where the treasure is in those connections and where it's not. So that's, again, a reminder of the Venus energy that I was saying before. Let's see what we've got from Queen of the Moon. Okay, any additional message from the Queen of the Moon? That one there wants to come out. Okay, in order for something to blossom, there needs to be acceptance. And that's acceptance of the present. That's acceptance of what's been coming up, whether it's karmic situations, past life realizations, anything that needs to be cleansed on that front, if that's resonating for you, because that's big at the moment with what's going on. But understanding that there is acceptance needed of the present moment, and the power that can actually be created by, this is two individuals coming together, the power that can be created. But even if it's not a connection with another person in this lifetime, this is a connection with us and spirit, the divine. This is the power that can come from that co-creation. But it's also about accepting where those connections within the community that we're building, our soul tribe, are actually assisting us on our journey, and the power that can come from that as well. So I hope that finds you well. And of course, stay tuned for further readings and updates regarding the full moon on Friday. But if this is where we part, then I wish you all the best. Love and blessings. Take care of you.